Teenagers, monsters, giant robots, and Alpha. It can only be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. One of the most hilariously bad TV shows of all time comes to you in the form of the Super Nintendo title you see before you. And much like the TV show, as bad as it is, you have to kind of enjoy it. Up there with Walker, Texas Ranger and the Godzilla movies, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers featured ridiculous fighting sequences, along with cheesy effects and even cheesier characters. And all that has been faithfully recreated in this game. You pick your Power Ranger, go through half the stages of them in normal form before turning into your Power Ranger form, and then finishing the level up. The combat is fairly straightforward and definitely doesn't reinvent the wheel, much like the TV show. That was a real throwback to the Japanese monster movies. Graphics are pretty good, they're not amazing, but I think they're decent enough. The sound is very good and you feel like you're listening to one of the themes from the show. The difficulty is good for a kids game because it's not overly difficult, but at the same time, it's not handing you everything right away, so there's definitely a nice middle ground there. There's actually a password system that's immensely helpful. I love password systems, because there's nothing more frustrating than getting really far into a game and then having to restart from the beginning. As I mentioned, you get to pick your own Power Ranger, and I generally pick Kimberly, the pink Power Ranger. And that's probably because she's the one who had the most tolerable personality. I have to say that I really wish you could have picked the Green Ranger because he had that dragon dagger thing, which was fantastic. Near the end you play as your Megazord, which is basically just one of the Transformers. One of the levels has you underwater. It's one of those things that so many games did and rarely ever works out well, and this isn't one of those occasions. The parts where you can smash up the cars remind me so much of Street Fighter. I'm not sure if that's what they were going for, but that's what pops into my head. As far as beat 'em up game goes, the game works well, hit detection is good and things like that, because I think that kind of problem only arises in games where you can move in more directions like Double Dragon, but occasionally you'll find things in the foreground getting in your way a little. The game can get quite tedious after a while as you're doing the same stuff again and again, and it was never that fascinating to begin with. One thing that is great is if you finish the game, you get treated to a hilarious credit scene in which one of the teens breaks out into dance. Overall, if you like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, then you might want to give this game a try because it is a faithful adaptation, but if you're not really into it, then there's no real reason to bother with this game. There's certainly better beat 'em up games out there, and there's unquestionably better games for the Super Nintendo.